in Yoga and Wellness with Kalpana. Today we are going to talk about pranayama, the vital force or the vital energy. This vital force or the vital energy very much essential or necessary for the purpose of living being. So this vital force exists within us or within the living creature of this universe. So today we are still alive or able to do our day-to-day activities. It's all because of the flow of this vital force or the prana within our body. So how we can increase this vital energy or the prana shakti within the body? So how it gets wasted day-to-day life, and what are the benefits which can be obtained through the savings of this prana shakti? All those things we will be seeing in this video. So a person can save the prana shakti or the vital force through the practice of pranayama. So when we talk about pranayama, so pranayama is nothing but it is a simple breathing exercise. So prana plus ayama. Prana means a vital force or a vital energy, or it can be also called as a pranic energy flow. Okay. So ayama is control or a development. So altogether pranayama means it is a procedure of breathing exercise or a technique of pranayama where there is a control and development of vital energy or the vital force within an individual. So this leads to increase in the vital force within the body. So this is the meaning of pranayama. So there are several types of pranayama like Bhastrika pranayama, Nadi Shuddhi pranayama, Kapalabhati pranayama, Sheetali, Sheetkari, etc. Lot of pranayamas are there. So in this video section we will be seeing about Nadi Shuddhi pranayama. It is one of the very simple practice where we can do anywhere at any time. So this Nadi Shuddhi pranayama majorly has influence upon balancing of our vital energies. So before we go to the benefits, what is Nadi Shuddhi pranayama? So Nadi Shuddhi. Nadi means pulses which is present within the body. There are almost 72,000 nadis which is present in a human individual. And Shodhana, which means Shuddhi, which means cleansing process. So when we practice Nadi Shuddhi pranayama, there occurs the cleansing process of nadi. So whenever there is accumulated any sort of toxins within the nadi, it may lead to a knot. So hence there may be disturbances in the flow of energy within the body. So on the other hand, according to modern medicine, we can also say that in case of any embolism or thrombosis or any sort of cholesterol, in easy language we can call it as cholesterol, if it is struck in any of the blood vessels, means there will be occlusion of the artery, and there will be a impaired flow of blood. So it leads to some sort of diseases. This is what same occurs in the flow of prana. When there is any disturbances or blockage upon the nadis, there will be a disturbances or resistance will be created upon the flow of energy pathway. So this disturbances leads to lot of diseases what we are facing currently. How pranayama has influence upon the human health? Homeostasis, which is an important function of a human body. This important function, what it actually does is there are several practices, several regulations of body mechanisms such as acid-base balance, glucose balance, insulin balance, cholesterol balance, calcium balance, electrolyte balance, temperature balance, etc. So all these regulations leads to a complete healthy living being. So in case of any disturbances in any of this balances leads to a disease. So when it leads to a disease, so disease occurs due to the major 3 points. One is accumulation of morbid matter, second is abnormal composition of blood and lymph, and third is the lowered vitality. So all these 3 points leads to a disease. So this is what the definition for a disease. Okay, so everyone must remember these 3 major points. Okay. So this practice of pranayama has influence upon the homeostasis. Homeostasis is nothing but it creates a positive, which means a balance between the environment within the body as well as the external environment. It creates a base. It creates a balanced medium within us as well as the surrounding. So this makes a proper regulation of all the mechanisms which is occurring below the homeostasis. So one of the major function of the homeostasis is temperature regulations. So let's talk on this topic, that all the body, we are having the body temperature. So every human being having their own body temperature. Let's take it as 37 degrees Celsius. So in case if you are having increased body temperature, means we call it as the fever. So we cannot tolerate that increased body temperature. We call it as a abnormal state or a diseased state or a fever condition. So if a person having the temperature below 37 degrees Celsius, we call it as the hypothermia. So this is also not a normal state. So anything which goes beyond the normal, or anything which goes beyond the normal value above or below, it is said to be an abnormal one. So this maintenance is created by homeostasis, and thus the maintenance of the entire homeostasis is done by the practice of Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. Hope you all have got cleared about the homeostasis. So I would like to summarize everything. So the practice of pranayama has influence upon homeostasis. In case impaired homeostasis leads to a lot of diseases. So hence proper practice of pranayama will promote a healthy way of homeostasis, and thus we can get rid of all sort of diseases. Okay. So what are the complications will be occurring in case of impaired homeostasis? A person's blood sugar level may be abnormal. It may be hypoglycemia or hyperglycemia. So this is an abnormal diseased state where a person is said to be imbalanced or unhealthy. And second is imbalanced pH regulation. So the body may undergo too much acidic or too much alkalosis, the metabolic acidosis and alkalosis condition which comes under this point. And third is water imbalance. Water is very much essential for the day-to-day life and for the elimination of our body toxins. So imbalance of this also leads to disease. So calcium metabolism, potassium metabolism, etc., whatever, it leads to any impairment. So there are several metabolic diseases which occurs due to the imbalance of the homeostasis, such as diabetes mellitus, PCOD, hypertension, all the gastritis related problems. So all the problems are because of any imbalance upon this homeostasis, and hence through the practice of this Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama, we can overcome all sort of problems which I have listed just now. So now let's see the benefits of pranayama. There are major 5 benefits which can be obtained through the practice of this Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. One is it gets rid of all sort of diseases, as I have mentioned above, lot of diseases such as cardiovascular diseases, diabetes mellitus, metabolic disorders, etc. And second, it balances the proper regulation of metabolism. So metabolism is nothing but proper regulation of food, what we what we eat, proper digestion occurs, proper absorption occurs. So everything comes under this metabolism. And third is it increases the immune system, which is actually necessary for this current era. So this Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama promotes immune system. It increases the immune system of an body. So hence, as I said about one of the causes of diseases, immune system increasing also helps in fighting against all sort of diseases. And fourth point is it cures all sort of stress and anxieties, and it can also be beneficial for epileptic patients and psychological disorder patients. And in case if you are giving for piles or hemorrhoids, it will be very much beneficial. And finally, it gives in mental peace. So mental peace is one of the important feature which is which is necessary for our life. So without this mental calmness, we cannot do or move on with our day-to-day life. So these are the major 5 benefits which can be obtained through the practice of pranayama. As well as through the practice of the pranayama, especially Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama, it has influence upon the parasympathetic nervous system. In turn, it has influence upon the proper hormonal regulation, psychological and physiological aspects of well-being. So thus, at the end of the video, I will be showing the procedures of practice of the Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. So who all can practice this pranayama? Anyone can practice pranayama. It may be children or maybe an elderly person. So anyone can practice pranayama at any time. So the duration is at least daily, at least for 10 minutes of practice is necessary for your health, for promoting the positive way of health. So at least 5 to 10 minutes. It will be more beneficial if you are practicing from 20 to 30 minutes. So daily try to practice pranayama before you go to bed, or during the time of your work, or early morning getting up from the bed. So anytime you can practice this pranayama and there is no contraindications, and sit in a comfortable position and be in a relaxed manner, and just think in your mind that you are going to increase the vital energy and vital force for your body, which in turn has influence upon increasing the immune system. So this is the major point. So hence I'm concluding the video. So please practice pranayama. Let's go into the practice of pranayama. So here goes the practice. It has a very simple technique. You have to sit in any of the comfortable position. Either it may be in Sukhasana, Padmasana or Vajrasana. So as I said earlier, Vajrasana is one of the important asana which can be practiced after the intake of food. So you can sit in any of the comfortable position, because elderly persons can't, they won't be able to practice in a Vajrasana or Padmasana. So they can sit even in a cushion. So no worries about that. So you have to adapt chin mudra for that. So chin mudra is a very simple mudra that you have to touch the index finger and thumb finger together, and you have to do like this. This is the chin mudra, and you have to place it over your lap. So, and the next hand you have to adapt the Nasigara mudra. Here goes, you have to fold the index and the middle finger, and you have, this mudra is for the adjustment of the nostrils, so nothing else. So use these two fingers for adjusting the noses for the practice of Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. Here goes the practice. So first you have to inhale through the left nostril and exhale through the right, and again you have to inhale through the right and exhale through the left. This is the round one. So I am doing inhale through the left, I am closing the left nostril, exhale through the right, I am again inhaling through the right nostril, I have closed the right nostril and exhaling through the left. This is the one round. So everyone, hope everyone have enjoyed this video. So I hope everyone have got some news regarding this Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama, which is a very much useful pranayama for our all sort of diseases or problem, both physically as well as mentally. So daily practice at least for 5 minutes, in case if you are working in being in a very busy schedule. So thank you so much for watching video. For further more details regarding this Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama, please do comments regarding any doubts or any queries regarding the video. So please do your comments in the comment box, and please subscribe Naturopathy and Yoga and Wellness with Kalpana.